Watch out! Someone called out. I turned my head towards the direction of the voice. It happened so quickly, before I could blink an eye, my face was colliding violently with a basketball. Ah! I screamed in fear as I lost my footing, landing into the pool behind me, splashing water all around. Loud laughter filled the air while I gasped for air in the large water bank. My drenched hair clung to my face as I struggled to get out of the water. Why did their pool have to be so huge? Holy, are you actually about to drown? I heard a familiar deep voice say after the laughter halted. Before I could respond, I felt a strong pair of arms pulling me upward. Suddenly, I was lifted out of the water and onto solid ground. Coughing and sputtering, I blinked away the water from my eyes to see Caleb standing before me, his signature smirk on his face. "You really know how to make an entrance," he remarked, a hint of amusement in his voice. Ember's POV, "You really know how to make an entrance," he remarked, a hint of amusement in his voice. I shivered, partly from the cold water, and partly from the unexpected assistance from the last person I thought would come to my aid. "Thanks," I mumbled, still shocked that Caleb had just saved me from an embarrassing situation. "Look, I didn't do it for you," he stated flatly, as if reading my thoughts. "I just didn't want to deal with the mess of explaining why there's a drowned Omega in our pack's backyard." I stood there dripping wet, the cold night air sending chills through my skin. I glanced down to find my white top clinging to me like a second skin, now semi-transparent. My face flushed with embarrassment as I realized my black bra and cleavage were now on display in front of Caleb. I hastily crossed my arms, attempting to cover whatever was left of my dignity. I felt even more awkward when I noticed Caleb's gaze lingering on me, a mischievous glint in his hazel eyes. "You might want to cover up," he teased, a playful smirk playing on his lips. "Unless you're trying to make a lasting impression." I felt my cheeks burn with a deeper shade of red, and I shot him an exasperated look. "Could you, I don't know, turn around or something? Trust me, Ember, as sexy as you look right now, I'd never be interested in a low class like you," he mocked. He threw his hoodie at me and turned his back at me, and he walked away towards the darker part of the pack house, the shadow covering his trace. I clenched my jaw in annoyance. I quickly pulled the hoodie over myself, grateful for the cover it provided. The fabric was warm and carried a faint scent of him. My wolf stirred within me, the lingering aroma of Caleb's scent, a blend of woody notes and a hint of spice, offered a strange comfort. "Ember! Where are you?" Alpha Dominic's voice echoed. I hurriedly made my way toward the direction of his voice. "There you are," he said, his eyes scanning my disheveled appearance. I was starting to worry. What happened? I bit my lip, debating whether to mention the incident with Caleb. Before I could respond, Alpha Dominic gestured for me to follow him. "Come inside. It's not safe to wander around at night, especially for an Omega."